track wrestling here at the NCAA Division III Championships with Ithaca's Nick Velez, winner by injury default in the quarterfinals against #1 seed Mike Ross from Wartburg. Your thoughts on the match? I mean, it came out it was wild early, and he scored. You came back, got the takedown to go ahead. Lots of action in that first period, and then can you just give me your thoughts on the match as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he kind of caught me off guard, shocked me a little bit with that takedown. But I wanted to be on the feet with him. And, you know, that's really it. I kind of just was getting after it. And then after the first period, I felt his pace slowing down, and he kept hopping back forward or backwards. So I knew he wanted to win a 1-point match. And so I knew if I just kept the pressure on him, eventually he'll break. And then so I got him with that double. Unfortunately, his ankle got hurt. You know, that's unfortunate. I feel bad. But these things happen. That happened to me last year. In regionals, I hurt my ankle. You know, hopefully he can get back after. He's young, he's a freshman, so he's got a good career ahead of him. But yeah, you know, I'm just thankful to be here. Thankful for my family to come out, my coaches who busted their butt trying to get me in shape and get me where I wanted to be. So right now I'm just thankful. I got one more and then one more after that. Then I'm going home.
Could you feel his leg get caught up underneath you on that? Could you feel that maybe it got twisted or not?
I didn't feel it get twisted. I did feel like on the land, we landed weird.
Yeah.
And it was like we might have, I don't know, it happened so quick.
Yeah. Yep.
My adrenaline was going, I didn't really know, but I just know we landed weird, and I didn't really know what was going on. That's why I threw that half in, because I was like, oh, let me see if I can get some back points too. But yeah, it happened so quick. It was one of those freak things.
You're an All-American again. You were an All-American a couple years ago, right?
My sophomore year.
Yep, and you had you mentioned the ankle injury last year. Is this a big deal for you to get back on the podium?
I mean, it is and it isn't. It is because, you know, like, this is something I work hard for every day, and I really dedicate my life and make a lot of sacrifices to get onto that podium. But I don't really necessarily do it to get on the podium. I kind of just do it because I like to, you know, I like to be on the mat, and I like to hit moves, and I like to score points, and that love that I have for it just got me to being on the podium. So
yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, it's you kind of sort of answered my next question a little bit. I mean, everybody has their own motivation for why they do what they do, and in Division III, you don't have the gigantic crowds or all the national spotlight that maybe the D1 guys have, and it's a hard sport. So I was kind of curious why you do what you do.
Like I said, like I don't do it for being on the podium. I do it because I just like to score points. You know, it's like I've been wrestling since kindergarten, and so I'm better at wrestling than I am at almost everything. So it's just something that, like, I never took it too seriously. And I think that's what helped me. A lot of people, they take it serious and they put a lot of pressure on themselves. And I kind of just let things happen. And, you know, like, I don't even train hard on days that I have to train hard, or I just do whatever I want, and, you know, I let things happen. You know, I have a goal, and I do whatever I need to accomplish that goal.
What has wrestling done for you?
Wrestling's done a lot for me. You know, it helped me like find schools that I like and stuff, because I was able to get in contact with some buddies that go to certain schools. Oh, hey, how do you like it there, and stuff like that. And it really it helped me on, like, that type of level, but also helped me on, like, a personal level too, in the way that I you know, there's a thing that, like, you learn from your fears, and you learn from struggling and stuff, and what you take away from that is probably the most important thing. Like, the hard work is kind of the easy part in some cases, because it's like, all right, I gotta go to practice, you know, work really hard, and then I you know, get to compete and stuff. But being able to handle like pressure and handle these tournaments, you learn what's important. Because if you focus on the crowd, you focus on your parents, you focus on your coach, then you're not going to be focused on what you have to do. So it teaches you how to like control your focus and how to, you know, have a goal, work towards it, and you know, you're going to have some bumps in the road, but the more you overcome, the only better that you're going to be. So you got to take the good with the bad, and you got to just really focus that I'm not doing this any type of way. I'm doing it for myself, and just, I got to make sure I'm happy with everything I do, and that's really it.
You know, you're there at Ithaca. Is there much interaction with the Cornell guys? Do you roll around with them at all?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple times I worked out. I have a couple buddies that go to school there, and I work out with them, you know, over the summer and stuff like that, the regional training center. But only a couple times. We have a really good room, right? You know, my past 4 years, we've had a lot of good teams. I think we're gonna win this tournament too. So that just goes to show that we just have the practice partners. I work out with our 41-pounder. He's in the semis too. He's a stud. He's gonna be on. There he is, right there. You know, you gotta keep an eye out for him too. You know, that's really it. Like, yeah, you know, you have Cornell there, so you have that option. Oh yeah, let's go train over there, and that's good. But you kind of just have to do it. I'm in a Division III school, so wrestling's not our life. You know, it is our life, but it's part of our life. We're not going to school to wrestle. So, you know, I think that our room is the way it's set up. It's easy for that. You know, if we were training like we're D1 athletes at a D3 school, then we'd fail all our classes. So we got to have an equal balance, you know. And so I think that Ithaca, they make that atmosphere, you know, because that's what they're doing. They've been doing it for I don't know how many years now, but a lot.